Hello friends, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel. I am highly caffeinated and ready to go. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to share my morning routine with you guys. And if you didn't already know, I get up for work at 4:30 a.m. And I'm not one of these people that you see here on the internet who advocates for waking up in the middle of the night because it helps you be more productive. I don't enjoy it. I'm not a morning person. 4:30 a.m. isn't even the morning. It's dark when I wake up. It feels like nighttime because it is. It's just a terrible time for me, but putting into place a morning routine helps to make it a little less disgusting to be a part of. So I thought that I'd share that with you because why not? I kind of cheated because I didn't film this during an actual work week morning at 4:30 a.m. for two reasons. Firstly, it is still completely dark outside when I wake up, so it would be just like terrible lighting and it wouldn't be that good quality for you guys to see. And secondly, it's hard enough to wake up at 4:30 and get ready in time for work. If I also had to like set up my tripod and film, it would take me an extra half an hour and I'd have to get up at 4. I love you, I'm never going to do that. So I've recreated my 4:30 a.m. morning routine at a much more suitable 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. But I'll go through all the same steps with you so you can see what my morning actually looks like. Don't forget to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Saturday about intentional living and living your best life, so don't miss out on being a part of that. And now I'm gonna stop talking so you can watch the video. Bye! Every morning, without fail, when my alarm clock goes at 4:30, I take a few minutes to lie there and think to myself, how the heck am I going to muster the energy to drag myself out of bed today? But somehow, by some miracle, I always do manage to do that. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning is head to the bathroom to start getting ready for the day. And yes, I'm wearing Beauty and the Beast pajamas with Mrs. Potts on them. I'm 28 years old and I am not even sorry. This is me taking out my Your Smile Direct aligners, which is a pretty gross experience with a lot of saliva involved. And then I brush my teeth and look like I want the world to end. I'm so miserable in the mornings. And then I run through my very basic skincare routine, which just involves putting on some eye cream, my moisturizer, and some facial sun cream so that my pale skin does not get burned throughout the day. I like to keep my skincare routine very quick and simple because, like I've said, I'm not a morning person. I'm still half asleep. Here I am, wandering into the kitchen to make some much needed coffee. This woman needs to be caffeinated like 10 minutes ago. And then the next thing I do once coffee is on is I will text Cody to let him know that I am up. Then depending on where he is in the world and what his work schedule looks like, sometimes I'll Skype him as I'm getting ready, which is the only thing that will get me to smile in the morning. Then I'll put my makeup on for the day, and for work, I really like to keep it to the bare minimum. Like, I wanna pass for human, I wanna look like I've made somewhat of an effort, but I'm also not gonna wake up 20 minutes earlier to put on a full face. So I'll just put on a little bit of concealer, mat that down with some powder, then I'll go in with a bit of bronzer, some blush. I like to fill in my eyebrows, put on mascara, and then some lip balm. And as I am reciting that list to you, I've realized that definitely is not the bare minimum of makeup, and I could really stand to cut back on that a little bit. But I like to look somewhat professional and put together going into work without actually putting in any effort, if you know what I mean. Then I just brush out my hair and hope for the best, hope that it wants to be a good hair day and fall into place. Then I always like to make my bed in the morning because, I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm off to a productive start for the day. And also kind of because if I come home from work and I see an unmade bed, I will be drawn to get into it. So to avoid that, it's better for me to just make it in the morning, and then I can head back to the kitchen and finally get my coffee and my cereal or toast or whatever I happen to be having for breakfast that morning. I usually put my coffee into my Yeti to take to work with me, but since I'm not actually going to work today, I don't have to do that. I always prep my lunch the night before, just so it's one less thing to worry about in the morning. And finally, I will head off in my cheesy Disney pajamas to find something a little bit more age appropriate and professional to wear to work. Then I just need to grab my bag, do a quick check that everything I need is there, and off I go for an exciting work day. But not really, because I don't have to go to work today. Yay! Okay, apologies for the epic glare from my glasses, but I just wanted to check in for a few minutes to wrap this video up. There you have it. You guys have seen my 4:30 a.m. morning routine from the very beginning, when I opened my eyes and cursed my existence for having to be awake so early, right through to leaving the house. And you can see that I do a lot of planning the night before. Like, I get my lunch ready, my snacks ready, I set up the coffee machine, all of my clothes are hung up and ready to go, as opposed to in a pile on the floor. And those tiny little things all add up to make my morning much more manageable, because at that time in the morning, I am not a human. I'm not ready to run around stressed, trying to like throw things together. So the less I have to worry about and the more that's already done for me, the easier it's gonna be to actually get out the door. Also, this is the exact same routine that I have every single morning. Those steps are in that same exact order every single morning, right down to brushing my teeth, then deodorant, then moisturizer. I never do it the other way around. And having a routine as militant and perhaps crazy as it sounds also really helps my morning to run a lot more smoothly, because I'm not going to forget anything. And it also helps me with time management, because I know that at like 5:20, that's the time that I need to be getting up and putting my clothes on. And if I'm not ready to do that yet, then I'm running behind. It's just these little things that help make the morning more bearable, because I'm not, like I said, a morning person at all. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I hope you guys enjoyed this little insight into what my mornings look like. If you did, then please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to join our family. And for those of you who are already subscribed, you are the Odd Squad and I love you. And go ahead and let me know what your morning routine looks like. Do you prep the night before? If not, how do you do your mornings? Because if I didn't have all this stuff done the night before, it would be chaos. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad that it is not an actual work day and that I am not awake at 4:30 this morning. So now I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day. I love you all so much and I will see you next time. Bye.